More weather theory. Conditions necessary for the formation of thunderstorms. 3 things: sufficient water vapor, humidity, an unstable temperature lapse rate, an initial uplifting force such as frontal passage, mountains, heating form below. Thunderstorm hazards. Limited visibility, wind shear, strong updrafts and downdrafts, icing, hailstones, heavy rain, severe turbulence, lightning strikes, and tornadoes. The life cycle of a thunderstorm. The cumulus stage is 3 to 5 mile height. The lifting action of the air begins. Growth rate may exceed 300 feet per minute. The mature stage is 5 to 10 miles in height. It begins with precipitation and it has begun to fall from the cloud base. Updraft at this stage may exceed 6,000 feet per minute. Downdrafts may exceed 2,500 feet per minute. All thunderstorm hazards are at their greatest intensity at the mature stage. The dissipating stage is 5 to 7 miles in height. It's characterized by strong downdrafts and the cell is dying rapidly. Did I just do the dissipating stage? I did. Okay. Fog. A cloud that begins within 50 feet of the surface. Occurs when the air temperature near the ground reaches its dew point or when the dew point is raised to the existing temperature by adding moisture to the air. Radiation fog occurs at calm, clear nights when the ground cools rapidly due to the release of ground radiation. Advection fog, warm, moist air moves over a cold surface. Winds are required for advection fog to form. Ice fog forms when the temperature is much below freezing and water vapor turns directly into ice crystals. Common in the Arctic regions, but also occurs in the mid-latitudes. Upslope fog. Moist, stable air is forced up a terrain slope and cooled down to its dew point by adiabatic cooling. Steam fog. Cold, dry air moves over warm water. Moisture is added to the air mass and steam fog forms. Icing. Structural icing. 2 conditions for formation. 1, visible moisture, clouds, fog, and precipitation. And 2, aircraft surface temperature below freezing. Clear ice is the most dangerous type. It's heavy, hard, and difficult to remove. It forms when water drops freeze slowly as a smooth sheet of solid ice. Usually occurs in temperatures close to the freezing point, so -10 degrees to 0 degrees Celsius, by large supercooled drops of water. Rime ice is opaque, white, rough ice formed by small supercooled drops that freeze quickly. Occurs at lower temperatures than clear ice does. Mixed ice is clear and rime ice forming simultaneously. Instrument ice is structural ice forming over aircraft instruments and sensors such as pitot and static. Induction ice is ice reducing the amount of air for the engine intake. Intake ice blocks the engine intake. Carburetor ice may form due to the steep temperature drop in the carburetor venturi. Typical conditions are outside air temperatures of -7 degrees to 21 degrees Celsius and a high relative humidity above 80%. Frost are ice crystals caused by sublimation when both the temperature and the dew point are both freezing.